at the public safety building after his arrest following a traffic stop involving a stolen vehicle and a large amount of drugs. An hour later, he was found hiding in a drainage pipe in the Genesee River Gorge. One deputy was injured during the chase. Rochester police say a man in a wheelchair was the victim of a hit-and-run crash last night on Chilai Avenue. They say the man was not in a crosswalk while crossing Chilai Avenue. He was hit by a black SUV traveling east that did not stop. Police say the man did not have any visible injuries, but was taken to the hospital to be evaluated. Congressman Joe Morelli is headed to Albany today to meet with state leaders amid a nationwide redistricting battle. Morelli, along with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, announcing the New York Democracy Project. They say the initiative is to consider a legal and constitutional response to recent redistricting efforts by Republicans in other states. Also happening today, the Ginna Nuclear Power Plant in Ontario is testing its public notification system. All 96 sirens will sound at 3 o'clock for 3 to 5 minutes. Additional single siren tests are also possible throughout the day. In an actual emergency, those sirens would be your cue to turn on a radio or television for instructions. And that's what you need to know.
All right, Steph, thank you. We appreciate it.
Let's go off the top and see what we've got brewing.
What are you doing?
Going off
Way
the top
ahead.
and seeing
We're
what
going
we've got
what's brewing.
That's what I started to say. Let's go off the top and see what we've got brewing. That's literally
Okay,
what I said was, let's go off the top and see what we've got brewing.
Okay, let's do it.
We're all going to fight here today. All right, for the next 2 hours, starting with May being Mental Health Awareness Month. This morning, we're looking at a simple habit that could boost your mood and reduce stress. Bird watching. We're going to speak with an expert on how to learn to pick up this hobby and how its growing interest is really spreading across the country.
Yeah, and then back by popular demand, the Golden Girls returning to OFC Creations Theater for a brand new musical parody. We're taking you behind the curtain, getting a closer look at how they're mixing Miami sass with a trip down the yellow brick road. The director and the cast member will join us with more.
That'll be interesting. And later, Mother's Day right around the corner. And if you're still searching for the perfect gift, don't worry, we have got you covered. The Fragrance Foundation will be walking us through some of the biggest trends right now and teach you how to find a scent your mom will love.
Before all of that, we'll get a check of the forecast on this Tuesday morning. Today, we'll be seeing some mild temperatures out there, but that'll eventually lead into rain and cooler temperatures. Meteorologist Mark McLean tracking the day as it plays out. Mark?
Yeah, the scent of rain, right?
There you go.
A lot of folks like that, but not seeing too much of that so far this morning. We did have one pass through about 3-4 hours ago, a shower, and watching one back to the west, just south of St. Catharines, another little shower showing up there. But again, for the most part, most of us are dry at this point. Now, that will change this afternoon. We'll see the temperature get up to about 70 before some showers arrive early this afternoon. Those are out ahead of a cold front, and as that cold front stalls to our southeast, we're going to find a soaking rain developing overnight tonight and into Wednesday morning. This is going to last probably until mid to late morning on Wednesday before we start to get a break from that rain. So rain amounts 1/2 inch to 1 inch, not necessarily what we're looking for, but that's what's in the cards for us. A high near 70. It's going to be kind of a windy day as well with that front on the way. And you know what that front's going to do? It's going to bring cold air back into the forecast as we drop from near 70 back into the 40s for tomorrow. We're going to have a full check of the forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
The juxtaposition between those two temperatures, my friend.
Yeah, it's a big drop. It's a big drop, and if you're outside late this afternoon into this evening, you'll actually feel it go down pretty quickly.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir. Let's go off the top and start with some of the stories that have piqued our interest this Tuesday morning. I will start things off today. I didn't watch the Met Gala last night on purpose. Regardless, it found me anyway. Before the sun came up this morning, it was already here, already in the feeds, the highlights. I didn't choose it. I didn't seek it. It just arrived the way it does year after year. And that's why I can't stop thinking about it. Spectacle gets talked about like it's something you opt into, like there was a choice involved. Watch or don't watch, care or don't care. But we are living inside a machine that has made the choice now irrelevant. The spectacle doesn't need your consent anymore. It doesn't need your attention. It just needs enough of everyone else's. And then it becomes in the air. It's ambient. It's unavoidable. Already in the room before you even open your eyes. And that is not an accident. That's a design. And what gets left out is everything that doesn't photograph well, everything that doesn't trend, everything that exists in the silence between those flashes. The truth. That's where real life actually lives. I'm not angry at these people on the red carpet. Listen, they're showing up, they're having a good time, whatever. I'm unsettled, though, by something bigger, by the fact that we've built the most powerful communications infrastructure in human history. Every phone, every platform, every algorithm, and the loudest thing it produces is a noise that sounds exactly like importance. This, while the quiet things, the hard things, the things that actually shape the lives of people get left in the dark. Not because they aren't happening, but because the light is pointed elsewhere. So that's what I'm questioning this morning. Not who was on those steps yesterday at the Met, but the burning world that gets left outside of each and every one of those photographs we look at.
Yeah, that's a good point, for sure.
It makes me very angry. I'm leaving all names out of this intentionally.
Okay.
But there was a very big donor and their wife there yesterday. You probably can guess who it is. We've cut 30,000 jobs in that company that donor started and owns. We're talking about Amazon. 30,000 jobs since November of 2025. But we've got $10 million to stand at the top of the steps of the Met Gala. It just seems wrong.
It does. And, you know, I feel like I say this every year when we talk about the Met Gala. It just always seems like it's in like poor taste, given, you know, the financial situation for, I would say, most people these days, except for, you know, a handful of a few others. But, you know, it's glamorous to look at and, you know, you're like, wow, it'd be cool to live like that. Or, you know, you see how the other half lives. And, you know, certainly many of those celebrities have put a ton of work into their craft and you can appreciate all that they have to offer. But hosting a big lavish party like that and parading people by, and it just, to me, it's always, it's just an eye roll and a shrug, like we're really focusing a lot on this.
It's tone deaf.
I just remember the girl last year, I can't remember who it was, she had the ice purse. Do you remember that?
No.
It was a big block of ice that she carried around in her handbag. Who was that, Ashley? You remember. It was one of them. I don't know. Either way. Camila Cabello.
Okay.
Yes. Ice purse. And it was worth like however much money. It wasn't like she just went to the freezer and like did a little
But
DIY
it was a block of
project.
ice?
It was a block of ice. Yeah. Worth like however much money. It wasn't a little DIY project that she did in her living room. That was designer.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, to me, I'm like, oh, there are so many other things we should be talking about.
There are.
A lot of things going on. You know, like, I don't know, you know me. I'm big on current events, obviously, because I work for the news. But I think about my students and how many of them don't know simple things about where they live, who the governor is, and, you know, who their Congress people are, and so on and so forth. And they're like wrapped up in this. And I'm like, priorities, guys. I get like entertainment is good, but you know, also you're not really invested in
I agree
else.
100%, but I would make the argument on top of that it's not all their fault.
Sure.
They pick up these devices and what do they get fed?
Oh.
Exactly what we don't need.
And exactly what my off the top is about today.
Really?
Let's get into it.
Look at that transition.
Wow. All right. So moving along to mine, I remember when we first got computers in the classroom. Did you ever have that when you were in school? Like
we had
a single computer, maybe?
We did have an abacus in kindergarten. Thank you. I broke that. We had a computer lab with the Apple II.
Okay. All right. So computer lab. Well, we at some point got them in the classroom. They were not laptops. They were those massive PCs. They took forever to start up. And really, you could only use Microsoft Word or you could use Internet Explorer. Remember that?
Yep.
Even then, most websites were blocked. You couldn't get very far online. Fast forward to today, and most students have their own laptop or Chromebook provided by the school. That really took off during the COVID-19 pandemic, along with the rise in homeschooling and digital learning. For years now, devices were seen as a positive learning tool, but now some educators and parents argue that they've become more of a distraction than anything else, feeding this digital addiction instead of helping the students learn new skills. We're living in a completely different digital age. Is it realistic to expect kids to put away the screens, open up a textbook, pull out some flashcards, and handwrite their notes? I don't know, but I guess it seems like probably not. A new report from the Wall Street Journal argues that this classroom technology hasn't necessarily improved learning. Researchers say there's actually been little to no improvement in test scores, even in some schools that have removed cell phones from the classroom. These students are very far behind. The article focuses on how students are using school-issued devices to also get around tech restrictions, especially on YouTube. One example involved a Wichita mother who checked her middle school son's Google account and found he had watched thousands and thousands of YouTube videos in just a handful of months, most of those during school hours. The actual number is being argued on social media. Either way, it is a lot of YouTube. According to Vice, some of those videos included guns, explicit content, and other material considered inappropriate for teenagers. Now, to be fair, right, going back to the YouTube thing, kids have been distracting themselves in schools forever. When I was in class and I got bored, I used to draw cartoons in the textbooks.
In the textbooks?
Yeah.
Damaging school property. Okay.
You know, statute of limitations is run out at this point. But now the entire internet is at their fingertips. Endless videos, endless information, and endless distractions. Some of it not necessarily helpful. Some are arguing it's limiting creativity and independent thinking. So the question becomes, how do you find the balance between using tech as a tool and keeping it from becoming a distraction? And additionally, how do you incorporate tech into learning, because it's inevitable at this point, so that students and learners can actually consume information that they need to know?
Very good question.
I wrote this because it's the end of the semester at Brockport, and I'm feeling a little frustrated.
Little spicy.
Little frustrated.
Very good questions. I think the vast majority of it starts at home.
Sure.
What age are we giving our kids a tablet? What age are we giving our kids a cell phone? What age are we allowing them on social media? When do they find out you can Google things and get answers? I think what we're seeing right now is, I think, a younger demographic with access to technology that is hurting their greater development. The University of Georgia did a study last year where kids are struggling now to read, to pronounce regular words that they should be able to based on their grade level, because so much time is spent in front of a screen.
Yeah,
and you don't have to do it. Exactly.
Yeah. And you know what? Do you remember popcorn reading? Did you have that in school? Your teacher would read something and then she would call on the next person to read it, and then that person would call on somebody else, and they would call on somebody else. Yeah. That was there was a significant amount of fear when you were a kid because you didn't want to be called on. I always liked getting called on because I liked to read out loud, which is appropriate for my job.
Not me.
But they don't do that anymore in schools. And I tried to get it done with my students. I was okay, who wants to read the next part? None of them. Looks of horror.
It's problematic.
It is. It's just, it's like basics. I don't want to call it basic stuff, but you have to be able to speak in front of people. Public speaking, I know, is a very, it's a big fear for many people, but you have to be able to just hold a normal conversation, which you experienced.
You're going to have to be able to do that with a boss or with a colleague. You're going to have to be able to do that at the grocery store.
Yeah. Going on a date, you're going to have to learn how to do that, right? I am very surprised at how technology has become more of a crutch than a helpful tool.
Absolutely. And if you listen to some of these younger people read, it's not at the level they should be. It's not. Yeah. How are you going to read a book to a kid at some point? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's concerning. That's why we don't have kids.
That's why.
I mean, it's not why, but we don't.
We have much more to get to here on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're checking it with Chris Lopez. He's live this morning celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, he is. And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break. Be able to do.
Check. 1, 2, 3, mic check.
(8:18), get ready for a day packed with flavor, fun, and plenty of tequila because today is Cinco de Mayo.
Across the county, or country that is, Mexican restaurants are gearing up for one of their busiest days of the year as folks head out for tacos, like you said, tequila, and all things festive. Here in Rochester, Neno's Gourmet Mexican Street Food is getting ready to celebrate. Chris Lopez is live there this morning getting a taste of the menu. He is like wasted out there.
Oh,
Daniel.
I know. We saw his last hit. He slurred his way through it.
Wild. Chris, you better bring some of those drinks back for us so that we can finish them for you.
Do you have heartburn yet?
Dan, you weren't even on the last hit, man. I don't even want to hear you speaking about it.
I don't know what you're speaking
about. I take small sips of all of the alcohol. I need to keep it professional. Now, we started with the savory. Now we are graduating, yes, to the sweets. I'm here with O'Hara this morning. So, a disclaimer, I come here all the time. I get the flan, which is what she is about to serve, and I get the churros, which is what I'm about to eat in about 2 minutes. But we got to start with the flan. You guys always, just the presentation that you guys, look at that. I just have to stop talking. The presentation right there. What is flan for people that don't know? Like, what is this?
It's just a combinations with eggs and leche condensada and evaporada and a little bit of vanilla. So, and then we just put the caramel, which is homemade, and we just decorate as well. So and you can try. It's really good.
Oh, don't worry. I've already tried one. I've probably been here 10, maybe 15, possibly 20 times, and I always get the flan, and I always eat this with my actual food too. I do not separate the dessert from the dinner itself.
And always make sure the caramel it should be in there, because that's the most important. You know, like for the caramel and the combination, you just like.
Yeah, it just completes that dish right there. Now, how long does it take to make this? Now, this is a little unassuming because it's small, but how long does it take to make it start to finish?
So I will start about like 10 minutes, but for cooking in the oven, it will take about like 40 minutes to 45 minutes.
40 to 45 minutes. Did you used to eat this when you were a kid at all? Yeah.
Yes, that's how the recipe is pretty much is like from my mom or from my grandma.
And we're going to be talking to you a little bit more about that at about 8:43. This is fantastic. I recommend getting the flan when you come here to Nenos. Thank you so much. We're going to check in with O'Hara in a little bit. The man, the myth, Robinson up here, full-time teacher, full-time bartender, also full-time churro maker. Now, the flan is fantastic, and the churros, man,
amazing. And I know the churro, they can be for 2 people, 3, but for him, only 1 person.
Yeah.
When he's come, it's only for 1. But they can do for 3 people.
It's when I come here, it's just for 1. I share sometimes with my girlfriend. She doesn't have a crazy sweet tooth, so. Oh man, and this is, like I said, the presentation. They look like when I was a kid and you build Lincoln logs.
Yep.
And that's what that reminds me of. Only this is much better than a Lincoln log because you have ice cream and then you have the churros, you have the cinnamon, you have the sugar and the sweetness of the vanilla ice cream. And then, I mean, check this out. Top off with chocolate. What's your favorite dessert here?
For me, it's like the flan. I love the flan. It's homemade, and then you know it's so good and so creamy. The churro is so good too. It's Mexican dessert too. It's amazing with the ice cream. But the flan for me is gonna be amazing.
It's always, how do you attack this? So,
we discard
this. We discard this.
Yes.
We just eat this.
You have to use your fingers. With the fingers better.
All right, this is very nice. I don't want to touch this, but
Don't worry.
Man.
Don't
and then
worry.
we go from there. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. We will be talking about the history of this place, the family recipes, and where the inspiration came from. Coming at you guys at 8:43 here on Arc Rochester. This is how you have to do it. Discard the spoon. The spoon is just to scoop the ice cream onto the churro. Back to you in studio. See ya.
Didn't that churro look good?
So good.
I just want the
So
bucket
good.
of cinnamon sugar.
I know.
Can,
All of it.
okay.
Maybe we should go after work. You want to go after work? Because he's not going to bring any back.
You don't think so? Nothing? Nothing?
He's done it like once.
I know.
Maybe twice. He brought me home a candle that one time. Do you remember that?
He did. And
that
then
still works.
And he laughed at me when I asked what I was getting that day.
Yeah.
And I've been laughed at every day since then. Don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Mark will be here after the break. Welcome back. Meteorologist Mark McLean is joining us now. We're taking a look at the rain that's coming later today, and then we also have weather trivia to do too. Mark told us to take out our phones.
You can do this at home too.
And look at what was going on May of 2020.
Obviously, it was COVID. It was, terrible. We were out of toilet paper and all the likes. But, talking about the weather on this side of things.
So I was living in Vermont.
Oh, wow.
And we were experiencing a ton of humidity, and that is what my hair looked like when I woke up.
Was that
morning.
well, okay,
Wow.
so wait a second.
That was my hair.
Yes.
Was it big?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Okay, well, you don't have to make that face, Mark.
big hair.
Oh, and you guys had, you have to go to the camera with those.
No.
Well, at the same time. Yes.
give it to me.
Yes, you do. I had no idea what kind of can I just opened right here. It looks like you stuck your finger
Yours
in an
is
electric
really
socket.
something.
All right, well,
Yours is really
that's
something.
what it looks like.
At least you guys have it.
That's what it looks like
All right.
when I don't do anything. to it.
But I also went skydiving.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, so
That's
you
when I
had
went
a reason
skydiving.
for your hair looking
No,
like
the hair was.
Well, that's what it looked
these-
like after
okay,
I
you see-
after
all
I
right.
fixed
This
it.
this is a more appropriate. This is Abby in 2020. See?
Okay.
Little tiny child
All right.
anchoring the news.
So I asked because it was a very cold first half of May. Okay, you're probably
Oh.
looking at the second half of May, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of those pictures because we bounced back really quickly after. But on this date back in 2020, on Cinco de Mayo, we set a record low.
Ooh.
How cold did it get on this day back in 2020? Was it 29, 24, 31, or 34? And if you go back, the first 2 weeks of the month,
It's July.
I can remember because we were all stuck at home and I wanted to get the gardens going, and get stuff growing outside.
Yeah.
But it was just terrible. I mean, the weather was it was cold. We had snow. You don't remember that? See, this is how easy we block it out of our memory.
in Vermont,
You weren't here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was cold. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking at a picture and Jaybird has her jacket on.
Yeah.
I don't have
memories?
any pictures from that month. I must have really been living indoors.
Or in the station, right? No,
Yeah.
actually, you'd have been filing from home, right? Your reports?
Well, no, because I was still doing weekends, so I think I was here one day.
Yeah, for the Saturday, Sunday. Yep. All right. Well, we'll have that answer at 9 o'clock. The muddy pause forecast, pretty cool today, too. What's not cool is the weather. It's been mild. Look at this. It only got down to 61 last night in Ontario, 60 in Wolcott, mid-50s for the city of Rochester, upper 50s in Warsaw and York there at 57. So for this time of the year, that is awfully mild. The wham cam right now, the clouds have moved in. 64 degrees with that southwest breeze at 13. We're getting gusts at 24. And, it was nice to start the day with some sunshine, but unfortunately, that's not where this train is going at the end of the day. It's been less rain lately, at least, to get out and mow the lawn and actually be able to do things outside in the lawn without putting on the boots was kind of nice. But again, I think that's going to change later tonight, unfortunately. There's Ultimate Doppler. Not a lot to show you right now. There's a quick little shower off to the north of Buffalo. That one's not going to be a big deal at all. And a cold front that's actually back in Michigan right now. Now that low pressure is going to ride along this cold front as it moves south of Rochester. So watch how this plays out. The cold front moves in. We get a shower with that early this afternoon. And then as that front settles to our south, what's going to happen, all this moisture is just going to ride up and slow down over western New York. Sometimes we call it training in weather, not like training for a boxing match, training like train on tracks, kind of, rain over the same spot. And that's this evening, tonight, and tomorrow morning. So that rain starts to move off to the east, and as it does so, the afternoon should be mainly dry for our Wednesday. But check out some of these amounts. When the Lake Ontario levels up to 200 and what was it? 247.11 was the latest level. With this kind of thing, there's just no way. It's going to be governed by nature. Obviously, they can control the outflow at the end of the lake, but and flood out areas downstream. But they have to choke it back a little because, inevitably, where does all this end up?
Yep.
In the Finger Lakes. It's going to end up in the Genesee River. It's going to end up behind the Mount Morris Dam. It's not enough to cause widespread flooding, but it is enough to where we watch the Irondequoit Creek. Like at Ellison Park, where it typically floods out this time of the year. That's the kind of thing that can happen when you have rainfall in this range. So it's a ½ inch to an inch near the city, but look at some of those spots south, an inch and a half. And, you get ponding on roadways, some poor drainage flooding with that kind of thing. We'll keep you posted if anything does pop up. But near 70 before all that starts, it's going to be a breezy day, borderline windy when that cold front goes through this afternoon. The temperature back through the 60s into the mid 40s tonight. And The sound of rain is nice when you're trying to sleep, I guess. The smell of rain is nice. I'm trying to sell this. It's too much of a good thing, right? 7-day forecast. Where we don't want it is for the Lilac Festival either. 57 to start that off, passing showers into the weekend. Mother's Day is not a washout, but if we're outside with Mom on Mother's Day, we're definitely going to need the umbrella for sure at Highland Park.
All right.
Not perfect.
No.
Room for improvement.
Yes.
And we'll try another week down the road.
Yeah, no guarantees.
I said
for
the first
week.
2 weeks of this month we're going to be like, and it does look like it starts to warm up a little bit in the third week. So,
okay.
Back into the 70s probably for a few days at least. So we'll get there. It was awfully nice yesterday, right?
It was.
It felt great. It felt great. Feels good outside right now too, but it's going to be a while before we get sustained warmth.
Yeah, ran into a certain someone while I was out walking yesterday.
Oh, did you?
She kindly redirected me.
I did.
She said, "Don't go that way. There's too many people."
Did you?
It was packed, yes.
Where were we?
On the canal.
Oh,
I went for my little limp jog walk.
Yeah.
Drag myself.
So we're fortunate in Spencerport because there's two sections. You can go north side, south side. Okay, one side usually doesn't have any traffic.
So is that what you did?
That was my option.
That was and then you went elsewhere.
Yeah, I did. I diverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did see
Yep.
some folks swimming in the canal, which I cannot.
Gross.
I told you that yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Cannot emphasize enough how dangerous and disgusting that is.
Well, and the flow too, because they're still filling it.
Yeah.
So there's a current too.
Yeah.
There's always a little current in the canal, but when they're filling it especially.
Not wise.
Don't swim in the canal.
No.
End of story.
Not great.
All right. Thank you, McLean.
Yes.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this. .35 this Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on Arc Rochester. We want to take you behind this story this morning as large airlines like Delta, United, and American are stepping in to help passengers who booked flights with Spirit Airlines before that company went belly up and shut down operations this past weekend.
Experts are warning of rising airfare costs as the price of fuel continues to skyrocket. Atra El-Nashar has more.
Once the nation's largest budget carrier, Spirit Airlines is no longer. Its homepage reduced to a few simple messages like, Spirit guests should not go to the airport.
Huge bummer. I have to go through this process of getting a refund and everything.
In what feels like a goodbye letter to customers, Spirit says, despite the company's efforts, the recent material increase in oil prices and other pressures on the business have significantly impacted Spirit's financial outlook. With no additional funding available to the company, Spirit had no choice but to begin this wind down. Top White House economist Kevin Hassett weighing in on the Iran war's energy price shocks that expedited Spirit's demise.
Certainly, it'll affect profits for the airlines for a quarter or so.
He says the Trump administration looked for ways to keep Spirit afloat, but in the end, the White House's legal team determined there was no viable government lifeline. Fingers now being pointed in every direction.
Don't forget the Spirit Airlines was Chapter 11 twice.
Spirit tried to merge with JetBlue. The Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg administration and DOJ tanked that deal. Immediately after that, they filed for bankruptcy.
Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren, who opposed the merger at the time over antitrust concerns, posting, "Spiking fuel prices from Trump's war was the nail in the coffin for twice bankrupt Spirit Airlines. For what it's worth, JetBlue merger failed because a judge appointed by Ronald Reagan said the deal was illegal." Other budget airlines struggling with rising jet fuel costs from the war are asking the White House for $2.5 billion in relief, something that hasn't been seen since the pandemic. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is accusing them of trying to benefit off the government's attempt to help Spirit.
What other airlines see as an opportunity. Is this an opportunity for us to get money as well to help our airline out? Not necessarily based on need, but based on opportunity.
Without help, the group representing the budget carriers says they may have to raise ticket prices. Other airlines already taking similar steps, raising baggage fees or canceling flights altogether as the war's economic impact squeezes their margins. In Washington, I'm Atra Elnishar reporting.
Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We're once again going live with Chris Lopez, who's enjoying some Mexican food this Cinco de Mayo.
And don't forget, you can watch us on the go. Join us. We are streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back.
Should feel like a total.
I'm just holding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna zoom in on that.
Welcome back. Today is Cinco de Mayo, and across the country, Mexican restaurants are getting ready for a busy and festive day filled with tacos, tequila, and celebration.
Yeah, in our area, one place known for bringing great food and good vibes is Neno's Gourmet Mexican Street Food, famous for its authentic flavors, fresh ingredients, and standout drinks. Chris Lopez has been eating the menu there this morning. He is inside with probably something sweet or savory that he's going to make us very jealous that he gets to eat right now, right?
No, we're done. We're done with the food, man. I think. Who knows? Stay tuned for that one. But yes, we're done with the food. We're just going to be talking in this segment about the business, about how this place started from a food cart about 5 feet wide, 5 feet long, by two brothers, and it graduated to a restaurant in Brooklyn and a restaurant here in Rochester. And it's Cinco de Mayo, also known as Day of Puebla, here at Neno's Mexican Food, Gourmet Mexican Food. I'm here with Ohaira this morning. You are Neno's sister, though, so you have a big part in this, co-owner. Were you a part of that food cart when it first started, when your brother started it?
Yes, so my brother, attacked us, hey, Ohaira, do you want to be a partner with me? And I said, yes, so let's just work together. And since then, we just been partnered together.
And then how has that partnership been, working with your brother? Is it hard? Is it easy?
It's not been hard. So we always been alone together with my brother. So it's been really easy, and we enjoy what we do.
Yeah,
yes,
it looks like it. Your guys' food is so good. Yeah. And then behind us is a mural of your grandma, and she inspired the restaurant, inspired the menu. You guys are from near Puebla, right?
Yes, we are we're from Puebla, where we are part of the Puebla.
Okay.
So yes, we are from the city. We are 3 hours away from that.
Okay, and so contrary to popular belief, Cinco de Mayo is not really a big holiday in Mexico. It is in Puebla, though, right?
Yes, it is in Puebla because, it was La Batalla de Puebla. So
yeah.
It is, most of the people right here thinks that it's Independence Day, but it's not Independence Day. It's La Batalla de Puebla.
Yeah, the Battle of Puebla, that's where it took place against the French. The Mexican army was outnumbered, outgunned, and then they ended up winning it. But what's I know it's not a big holiday in Puebla, but what does it mean to you, Mexican Independence Day, Cinco de Mayo?
Well, Cinco de Mayo, to be honest, like you said, we don't celebrate. We just now celebrate because we are living here, in America, but we don't really just do a lot over there.
Okay, okay. And then your grandma, though, how big of a role did she play in this restaurant here? What kind of inspiration did she provide for you?
She provides, especially when my father and my mom's, immigrants to the United States, we stay with her. So, and she help us to cook, help us to be independent. So that's why we just take the recipes from her, from my mom as well. And when we were in the country, we usually do mole. We sell mole and we sell chocolate. So, and we do everything from scratch.
And what's your favorite food?
My favorite food? Right here in the restaurant is the al pastor tacos.
And then what's your favorite food that your grandma used to make?
I will say the enchiladas moles.
Enchiladas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. My mom makes that. Grandma makes that as well. Thank you so much. You guys have showed us such great hospitality. Thank you so much. And I'd love to thank your staff as well.
All right, sure.
Check out Neno's. Fantastic family here. Ohaira is running the restaurant. Her and her brother switch. So she'll be here in Rochester, and then Neno will be in Brooklyn, and then they will switch. She will go to Brooklyn. Neno will come here. But Mr. Robinson is at the bar.
And I'm ready for everybody. Look at this.
Why should someone check out Neno's, though? Why today on Cinco de Mayo? Why should someone come here?
Today we have a few specials today, and then we have the birria taco. That's the most popular taco that we have. We have burrito, birria burrito, quesadilla burrito, chips, frita burrito, like french fry with the birria burrito. It's so good. And also, we have a drink, margarita, and everything. And don't forget, we have today 6:30 to 7:30. Corona free for you and the shot, okay?
Shot of tequila. Tequila. T-shirts and tacos. Speaking of tacos, I lied. I said there wasn't going to be any food. I can't leave a birria taco alone, man. I got to send it back to you guys in studio. You have the consomme, and then you have the birria taco with the cheese crusting right here.
Chris, take a shot.
Shots?
Shots. We want you to take a shot.
They're asking me to take a shot.
A shot? Yes, I can do that.
Yes.
So also we have a
Ashley, can you take
different
full screen,
tequila. We have a
please?
section of tequila. We have the Julio, Padron, Añejo, White, Reposado. Which one do you prefer?
I'll go Reposado, please.
Reposado. I love Reposado with that.
I think we also have some up here too.
So I can do Casamigo Reposado.
Yeah,
Fine for you?
I'll take some Casamigos.
Oh, you want to do Julio Reposado?
Yeah, we'll go down.
Okay, yeah, that's my favorite also too. Right now.
Oh man, okay. I'm gonna eat the taco, wash
And
it down
then,
with the
yeah.
shot. It's only proper. Fantastic, by the way. And no lime for me. Straight up shot. Cheers, guys. Back in soup. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you guys so much. You guys are so graceful here.
Enjoy.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Back to you.
Cinco de Mayo.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
know.
That didn't burn. That didn't burn at all.
The level
You
of
took it
jealousy
really well.
in the studio this
Fire.
morning. We want to be there. Thank you, Lopez.
All right, we got to cut away before he starts choking.
Yeah.
When we come back, we still have much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester, including Crime Stoppers.
We're back right after this. .49 this morning. In November of last year, 36-year-old Willie Mayhall was shot and killed sitting in his vehicle at a gas station in Rochester, and officers are still looking for a suspect.
For this morning's Crime Stoppers, we're learning more about the case and where investigators stand. Rochester Police Detectives Matt Klein and Paul Helfer join us to talk about it. Good morning. Thanks so much for coming in.
Good morning. Morning.
Let's talk about it. Not too long ago that this case unfortunately unfolded. We gave a quick overview, but tell us as much as you can about what happened that night.
Well, that night, Mr. Mayhall pulled into the gas station at 1662 St. Paul Street. He pulled up to a pump, and shortly after that, the suspect walked up behind his car, shooting into his car and killing Mr. Mayhall. We believe that the suspect was across the street or in the general area watching the gas station for Mr. Mayhall to arrive. And when he did, it was a targeted attack. It was not something random. And that's what we're looking for the community's help on. There was a lot of people out in the gas station that night in the store, and we do believe that people have information that will help us in this case.
Do police know why Mr. Mayhall may have been targeted?
That's what we're looking for. Obviously, there's some type of dispute, but the reason for the dispute, we're not sure. But it was definitely, we believe, to be a targeted attack.
Tell us about where the investigation stands right now. Obviously, quite a bit of background there, but, you know, do you have leads? Do you know who you're looking for right now?
Yeah, so not that we know exactly who we're looking for, but we definitely have leads. We're talking to people. We've been doing a lot of investigation. We've been doing search warrants, trying to locate additional evidence in the area, be it through physical evidence like guns or clothing, or through cell phone evidence. But we have a lot of, we've made a lot of headway, but we need that little extra push from the community to help us get us over that hump and possibly even give us that little bit of information that may help us solve this. The smallest information could honestly lead to a crack in the case.
Yeah, I know you guys have said that before. It's just, it's something that someone could be sitting on at home that they think, oh, police already know about this.
Exactly.
But you may not know the specific detail that they have to share, and that could break things wide open for you.
And not only that, in some cases, in many cases, we do know it, but just because we know it doesn't mean we can prove it or present it in a court of law. So that's the big piece too, is that even if we do know it, we need someone to be able to, who has firsthand knowledge and was there, that can come and tell us about it, or even potentially help us out later on in a court of law.
The video that we're looking at there, that is the suspect running away from the scene, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of car was Willie driving that day?
He was driving an orange or red four-door sedan that had pulled up to the gas pumps. He had only been there for a short period of time. That is one of the reasons why we believe it's a targeted attack. And when the suspect crossed the street and walked up behind the vehicle.
You might not know the answer to this, but had he pumped gas yet? Was he there to get gas in his vehicle?
He had not even exited his vehicle yet at that point.
Okay.
Had not even gotten out of the vehicle. Now, this is another image of the suspect. In the parking lot, you'll notice that...
Just to clarify, that's not a picture of the suspect. That is a picture of a person of interest. We believe that that is a witness or somebody who was there when the shooting happened that may, that does have information for us, and we're looking for the community's help to helpfully identify that person so we can talk to them.
So the person with photos is a person of interest. The person in the parking lot, that is the suspect,
yes,
correct?
The person in the parking lot all dressed in black clothing, that is the suspect, yeah. The other individual in the still photos is someone we believe has information that can help us with this case.
So this was obviously at a gas station here, but what can people do to help with the investigation? Are there, nearby homes that might have Ring doorbell video? Are there other businesses that are willing to cooperate?
So we've exhausted a lot of those leads. We've gotten a lot of video from the area. At this point, too, a few months later, almost 6 months later, a lot of the video has been overwritten or doesn't exist anymore. But like you said, you saw the suspect running away, ran on Norton Street, eastbound on Norton Street. That suspect ran through backyards, maybe sat in someone's backyard, maybe somebody helped him out, or maybe someone knows where they sat until he was able to get away when the police arrived. Anything could help out.
Are there protections in place for somebody sitting at home who's thinking to themselves, I do know something about this case, but I don't want to be involved in this? Are there protections in place to keep some anonymity there?
Yeah, absolutely. Crime Stoppers, you can be completely anonymous and just put a tip in, and there's no way for us to contact you. You can also contact Crime Stoppers and let them know that you would like to be contacted by us, and that could help us out. So potentially, you could be eligible for not only reward, but also to help us out and further the investigation. We could still keep your name close to our chest, but it just helps us out having a real person that we can have follow-up questions for. A lot of time we get great tips that we want to follow up with, but we just unfortunately aren't able to contact that person to even ask a few more questions.
Right.
Understandable.
Is there anything else about this case you think people at home should know?
Just mainly that Mr. Mayhall was at the gas station. He was there to pump gas or go about his daily routine. Whatever the reason behind the shooting and murder, it's tragic. He has a family out there that cares and loves him, and they want closure to this case, and we want to help bring that closure to them.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I can't imagine what it's like to lose a loved one and you're left with no answers for a lengthy period of time. That's got to be an unimaginable pain.
Sure.
Absolutely. Thank you both so much. We appreciate it.
We'll post all the information and the Crime Stoppers hotline number on our website, 13WHAM and Fox Rochester, and the Crime Stoppers number is at the bottom of your screen, 423-9300.
8:56 this Tuesday morning. Don't go far. On the other side of the break. A lot more Art Rochester.
We'll be right back.
Greetings. Oh. It's a little bit tighter than I'm used to.
Shot?
Yeah. Do I need another? In today's political pulse, more states are joining in on the nationwide redistricting battle after a recent decision that weakens a portion of the Voting Rights Act. I sit down with a law professor for a closer look at the Voting Rights Act, the High Court's ruling, and what their decision could mean for upcoming elections. That's coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Art Rochester returns after this.
9 o'clock on this Tuesday morning, May 5th. Thank you for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Mark McLean back with us once again. He's got the answer to weather trivia. You've got the Muddy Paws forecast and the full forecast.
Yeah,
Where do we begin?
The Muddy Paw. Somebody sent like a screenshot of their cell phone with the pup on there.
Oh.
So it's kind of different.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll take it.
A little bit different. We'll put that on the air. But hey, it was cold 6 years ago. This was COVID era stuff, right?
6 years ago.
How has it been 6 years, right? It was cold.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, like 4 Zoom sessions going all at the same time in the house. Like,
remember that?
Overloading the Wi-Fi.
Oh.
The start of May in 2020 was very cold in Western New York. We set a record low temperature on this date back in that year. What was the record low? So basically it's a way of saying, how cold does it get this time of the year? If we had a cold night, how cold could it get? Could it get down to 29? Could it get down to 24, 31, or 34? Well, I'm sure we have lots of guesses here. Sarah has B. Debbie, Allison, Janet, and Judy have A. Jim has C this morning. We've got David, Cassandra, Beth, and Gina with A. Lisa and Lori have B. Charlene and Debbie have B. Dennis has C. Ron, Rod, and Barb all have A this morning. Debbie, Laura, and Barbara have A. Ian's got D. Louie and Paul have B this morning. Kyla B. Cheryl and Dave A. Katie A. Robert, Katie's husband C. Eva and Richard A. Frank and Mary Pat have A this morning. Kevin and Colleen A. Lisa and her dad B. David has A. And Judy, David's wife, has B. Any thoughts?
Listen, there was a lot of A's on that board, and we've dealt with frost just this week. So I'm going to go 29.
That was my thinking as well.
Yeah, with the frost in mind?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's, not out of the realm of possibility later this week that we could even have frost for Friday morning, especially out towards central New York. It may not happen in western New York, and we don't want it to happen in western New York. But yeah, there you go. All right. That's a win for a Tuesday, right there.
Yep,
Win
sure
for a
is.
Tuesday.
That's all we need.
We set 4 record lows in 2020 in the first 2 weeks of the month of May.
Like mood-wise or?
Well, mood-wise and weather-wise. Because it wanted to get outside but it just was cold. And not only that, but we had accumulating snow.
In May of 2020?
Yes, we had accumulating snow.
Remember, I must have really blocked all of this out.
Yeah, or we were just so busy with, the work thing. It was like, you remember what it was.
Yeah, I could have just stopped speaking to you because of your forecast.
Well, that's also a possibility. I would have only seen you on the weekends during that period. But 66 in Rochester. We're on our way to 70, possibly a little bit higher than that south into the valley south of Rochester. 68 in York, the Genesee Valley. 68 in Dansville. 69 already off to the east. But we have lots of clouds. This is what's going to limit the temperature today. Had we not had this cloud cover with this southwest wind, this temperature would have flown through the 70s today. But southwest at 15. Something going on with the wham cam there. The dew point is in the low 50s. Here's our little buddy.
Aww.
Parker's dog.
Cute.
He's standing. If you see the time, behind
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
the
a
puppy as the
screensaver.
wallpaper.
It is.
Yeah.
It is like you have Jay on yours.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm absolutely on board. Who wouldn't want to look at that beauty?
What
Right?
is your background on your phone?
It's a good question.
You got
It's
cats?
Earth.
Oh,
you got
Earth.
Okay, well, that's cool back.
That's also a beauty.
Yeah. Some wet paws today, but not this morning. So if you want to get your friend out for a walk, now's the time to do it. You got the next few hours. Tomorrow's just not great. I mean, between the rain this afternoon, this evening, and tonight, and tomorrow morning, it's going to be muddy. I mean, it's truly going to be muddy. Thursday, dry paws, and then Friday, Saturday, back to the wet paws. But send us your pictures. Even if it's a screen grab, like you see on the screen, we love to see the picture of your pets. It's 13wham.com/chime in. You can scan that QR code on the screen and ship your photos right off to us. We've got some interesting ones coming up the rest of this week, and next week we've got lots of photos to show. This is the photo I'm showing now, not necessarily a photo, but a bar chart. You've got the time at the top, and you've got the rain intensity there as we go through time from 10 a.m. to midnight. And you see we get into moderate rainfall, even borderline heavy at times this evening. So, this is going to be one of those rains that really creates a soaking. Just a few sprinkles around western New York right now, but that cold front back to the west, that's going to be moving through late this afternoon into this evening. And with low pressure going by just to our south, That's really going to give us a chance for this soaking rain. So watch this temperature. This is interesting too. You see how it's 70 in Penn Yan, dropping back through the 60s west. So there's going to be a real big cross section on temperature as that cold front goes through. The future weather overnight, you know, I start to see the oranges, even a few little reds. There's even the chance that we could hear a clap of thunder late this afternoon into this evening. And if it helps you sleep, you know, that's great. But some poor drainage, flooding, some ponding on roadways, that kind of thing for tomorrow morning's commute is going to be a possibility. And we'll start to dry out by the afternoon, but even at that, still some sprinkles around for the afternoon and evening. Now, rain amounts, if you're watching from south of Rochester, this could end up being, a real soaker. You know, 1.5 inches of rain there down towards Nunday. Lakeside is even close to 1 inch. It's really the last thing we need for some of these high lake levels, high creek and stream levels across the area. We don't want this. We want this rain to go bye-bye. We need a couple of dry weeks, really, at this point. But temperature on the way down. Enjoy this morning. It's going to reach about 70 and then kind of just fall back into the mid-40s late tonight. The extended forecast towards the Lilac Festival, that's starting up on Friday. You're going to take the jacket, just take the umbrella. It's not going to be a washout for the whole time. You may want the boots, too, because, with all this rain lately, the park is going to be a little bit muddy. So it's going to be in the low 60s. Mother's Day, still in the low 60s there for Sunday.
It's a free car wash, and I'm especially grateful for that because this past weekend, I showed Ashley yesterday. I actually backed up the car to show her.
Wow.
There was something happened outside my window to a bird, and I don't know that the bird exists anymore. I don't know how an animal expels that much fluid and is still alive. It was remarkable.
You needed
the black car next to mine, painted.
No.
Painted.
No.
Mine, it looks rough.
Mine has also been victim.
Yeah?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Has fallen victim.
Oh, this rain will help you.
Yeah, we need it.
This rain will help you tonight.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Might help your allergies, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's true.
Yep.
I like it.
It does help there.
All right, speaking of birds, we still have much more to get to. Here on Arc Rochester, when we come back, we're learning more about a new hobby that can reduce our stress and improve our moods.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back after this. Warmer Summer spring weather is finally here, and the birds that flocked south are heading back home for the summer.
This means now is a perfect time to pick up a new hobby that focuses on nature. Research shows birding isn't just a fun way to spend time, but it also reduces stress and can improve your mood.
Two things that we would really like to experience. For more on how we can start bird watching and reconnect with nature, we're joined now by birding expert and wildlife advocate Adrienne Chizis. Thank you so much for taking time out of the morning to speak with us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's dive right in. For someone who knows nothing about bird watching, where do you begin?
Oh, there are a lot of different places that you can start, but ultimately, bird watching fits everybody's lifestyle. It's super easy to get started. It's relatively affordable. I mean, you just need a bird feeder, a bird seed, and a place to hook up your bird feeder, and that's it. More and more people are prioritizing their mental health, and so to find that relaxing, calm moment in the day, bird feeding really does fit that.
All right, so, sure, simple things that we can buy, bird feeder and, a bird house. But what goes into identifying the types of birds?
Ooh.
That's a good question. So if you really want to learn which birds are in your area, there are a few resources that you can go look for. But ultimately, sitting down, taking that moment for yourself and watching what's in your yard, your neighborhood, that's going to be the best place to start.
The best place to start. Do we need to go out and be spending, a ridiculous amount of money on like fancy binoculars or something if we want to go for a walk in the park and do some bird spotting?
Not at all. I mean, bird watching, there's a whole wide spectrum. Some people are very, very serious, whereas some people just want that moment of relaxation at the end of the day. Really, all you need is a feeder, a nice quality bag of birdseed, and a place to hang it. This is a no mess blend by Cool Birds that I highly recommend. It doesn't have any seeds for you to have to like sweep up, and the birds will find it and it'll be easy feeding from day one. But if you want the easiest way to feed wild birds, you can use these like compressed seed cakes by Audubon Park. You can mix and match them, you stack them right here like that, and you hang it. And it's that simple. But ultimately, if you're getting started, give it a few days or a week because birds need a little bit of time to find and trust a feeder. But as soon as they do, they will keep coming back and they will bring all their friends.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some of the benefits that go along with it. We were talking about improving mood, enjoying nature. Like, what else can this do for us?
Yeah, so the science is increasingly clear that birds benefit your mental health. A 2024 study from North Carolina State University found that those who go out and watch birds for just 30 minutes have a better well-being, reduced stress, and just an improved mood compared to those who just go out and go on a nature walk. It makes sense because when you look up in a tree and you see the flickering movement and you see the beautiful, bright, vibrant colors and you hear the gorgeous songs and you look at your feeder and you never know who's going to show up next, it really brings you back into the present moment and away from your screens, your phones, and I think we all need a little bit more of that in our day-to-day lives.
Absolutely. Hey, I've got something slightly off topic, but I think it's right up your alley all the same. We have a coworker here who has a bird feeder with one of those cameras, and you can tap into it at any point in time and look to see, what's feeding. Do you have any advice to keep the squirrels away?
That is a common theme for those of us that feed wild birds, and smart feeders are growing in popularity, as you know. One of the best ways to combat squirrels is to put a spicy bird seed into your feeder because birds don't sense or really care about spicy birdseed, but squirrels are mammals, and mammals have a receptor that they feel the pain and the fear of the spicy, and so they're not as likely to go after the birdseed. But you can also add what's called a squirrel baffle below your feeder. It's like a barrier, and it keeps the squirrels down and away, but squirrels are unfortunately a part of daily life with bird feeding.
So maybe just something like a little cayenne pepper on top of the birdseed?
Yeah, so actually, Cool Birds sells a birdseed that has a spicy chili oil in it called Hearts on Fire, and it works really well at combating the squirrels, so that's what I would recommend.
All right, noted.
Yeah, my parents have a lot of birds in their yard and also a lot of squirrels, so they got a squirrel feeder.
One dedicated for the squirrel?
It has a little picnic table and everything for them. So it's been a big hit.
Lucky squirrels there.
Exactly.
Lucky squirrels.
Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it and appreciate all the advice as well.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to a little more relaxing
A little more
spring.
zen. For somebody sitting at home, they want to learn more about bird watching. Where do you recommend they go?
Yes, so if you want to learn more about how to get started, I would visit morecoolbirds.com or audubonpark.com to learn more about different seed selections, the birds that you can draw into your own backyard. But ultimately, you just want to get started and enjoy your birds. So happy birding.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back this Tuesday morning, Steph will be here. She's breaking down some of our top political headlines.
Political Pulse coming your way next.
It's time for a political pulse check here on ARC Rochester. New York State could be joining the nationwide redistricting battle. Congressman Joe Morelli will meet with Governor Kathy Hochul and leaders in the state legislature to push for the New York Democracy Project. According to House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, he's expected to discuss redrawing New York's congressional districts. This is in response to the Supreme Court's decision to strike down a Louisiana congressional map. The justices found the map created an unconstitutional racial presidential gerrymander. Other states, including Texas and California, have adopted new maps. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis also signing a new redistricting map into law yesterday. It could give Republicans 4 seats in Congress. Meantime, the governors in Tennessee and Alabama have called for special legislative sessions this week to redraw their districts.
You look, we are a majority Republican state, ruby red, and those that are seeking to represent it. All of our constitutional officers are from the Republican Party. Our legislature should have the opportunity again to do what we saw in a very different way in the state of Virginia.
It is a strategic attempt to erase the Voting Rights Act, which we know is our strongest protection against disenfranchisement. Protections that were not given. Protections that were fought for right here in Alabama.
And to help break down the Supreme Court's ruling and its anticipated impact on future elections, I'm joined by Professor Manoj Mate, a constitutional and election scholar at the University at Buffalo School of Law. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you could join us because there's a lot to get into here. And obviously, emotions running high for a lot of people when it comes to this case, Louisiana versus Calais. I want to start with the Voting Rights Act and that specific targeting when it comes to Section 2. Can you break that down for us? And then we can talk about some of the implications going forward.
Sure. So Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, which was what was effectively gutted by Justice Alito's majority opinion in the Louisiana versus Calais decision, was part of the overall Voting Rights Act of 1965, which had been enacted by Congress in order to effectively enforce the 15th Amendment to the Constitution that guaranteed the right to vote shall not be denied or abridged on the basis of race. So both Section 2, along with Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act, have been weakened and undermined by a series of recent decisions by the Supreme Court. So the original Voting Rights Act was designed to address Black and minority voters' ability to register to vote. And after it was enacted, states moved to enact what are called second-generation restrictions on minority voting power. Things like at-large elections, drawing districts to dilute minority voting power. And in response, Congress amended Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act to codify protections against minority vote dilution by states, to make it relatively easier for plaintiffs to bring such claims by focusing on the effects of state districting plans and not having to prove discriminatory purpose. And in a case in 1986, the Supreme Court further clarified the tests that would be used when it came to minority vote dilution under Section 2. So Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act has really been a key provision in advancing minority representation in the United States, assuring some minimum level of representation in the face of efforts by majorities in states to try to dilute minority voting power.
And if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, when it came to Justice Alito and what he was saying, the thing that was called into question here was about opportunity and whether or not there was less opportunity based off of how the current maps were redrawn in Louisiana.
Yes, that's correct. Under the existing standard, in this case, Thornburg versus Jingles, essentially there's a 3-part test where you look at the ability of minority communities to be able to elect the candidate of their choice, whether or not they have an effective opportunity to do so or not. And effectively, Justice Alito's opinion reinterprets Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act in a new way so as to not allow for the consideration of race when it comes to applying this minority vote dilution standard. And this makes it significantly more difficult for minority communities to be able to advance and succeed in bringing a minority vote dilution claim.
And some people have said, advocates specifically for the Voting Rights Act have said that this decision now opens the door for multiple other states to redraw their maps and potentially remove votes from minority voters. How do you see this impact sort of carrying forward as we look on into midterms and so forth?
Absolutely. So we've already seen over the past year, following President Trump's call for partisan gerrymandering by Republican states, a wave of Republican partisan gerrymanders in states like Texas and other states, which was countered by Democratic states such as California, who themselves engaged in counter partisan gerrymanders. So following Calais, we're already seeing some states move to redraw some of their maps. Louisiana is already started on that pathway following the Supreme Court order last night, which essentially cleared the way for them to do so. Alabama is currently seeking to do the same as well to eliminate black majority congressional districts. Tennessee is already considering eliminating its one Democratic congressional district. And just earlier this week, we saw Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis sign into law a new congressional map, which is also a Republican partisan gerrymander. You mentioned it would increase their advantage by 4 seats. It would also eliminate and undermine majority minority districts in the state of Florida as well. So some of this is happening, is likely to happen before the 2026 midterm elections. Most of the other states will press forward for the 2028 elections. It's unclear what the likely impact will be on 2026. Before Calais, it looked like Democrats still had an advantage when it came to the 2026 elections because they had essentially drawn Republicans to a stalemate through partisan gerrymandering. But it is possible now that some of these states, Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, Tennessee, could incrementally increase their representation of Republican districts in order to try to undermine the Democratic advantage in November. The one caveat to note here is that in the process of trying to gain an advantage in partisan gerrymandering, a state like Florida might actually undermine its chances in doing so because they're essentially going to be forced to spread the number of Republican voters across an increasing number of districts, which could actually reduce the Republican advantage in each district. So while we'll see some of these states attempt to eliminate majority-minority districts and reduce minority representation, unclear whether or not the state's efforts to redraw maps before 2026 will result in a significant Republican advantage in 2026. More likely that we'll see those greater gains in 2028.
And I think that's really interesting because when we look at a case like Virginia, for example, where it's the opposite, the Democrats are picking up seats, do you see that they may have a similar challenge?
Yeah, so it is possible the Virginia partisan gerrymander as well potentially might slightly reduce the Democratic advantage in certain districts. The other issue right now that Democrats are facing in Virginia is that the Virginia plan is currently being challenged in the Virginia Supreme Court on state constitutional grounds. So that is still another obstacle or hurdle that has to be overcome. So again, I think the likelihood of a partisan gerrymander succeeding can be mitigated by the fact that if you're trying to increase your advantage too much across too many districts, you can mitigate your advantage. But given that Virginia has a slightly smaller congressional delegation, it is possible that Democrats can still pursue a partisan gerrymander and still be successful in increasing their seats in Congress.
And really quickly, as things develop each day, we're hearing about a new state joining in on the battle. Is there anything else that you wanted to add or anything that we should be keeping an eye on?
Yeah, so I think, again, a couple of things to keep an eye on. Obviously, states like Louisiana, Alabama, other states are going to press forward immediately with trying to eliminate these majority-minority districts. But the more interesting thing to focus on, and the pressing challenge in 2028, I think, will be once we see states, all Republican states and all Democratic states, push to redraw maps for the 2028 cycle. I think there's 2 things to watch out for. The first is that, again, some Republican states right now that are not going to be able to or not willing to redraw their maps before 2026 will take the time to do so in 2028, which could, again, result in a net increase in Republican representation. But the other part of angle to look at here is to what extent will Democratic states, in seeking to increase the number of Democratic districts, be willing to partly limit majority-minority districts in order to increase their advantage. In other words, to spread and distribute minority voters across multiple districts in order to increase the Democratic advantage. Now, there's research that suggests here that Democrats can increase their partisan advantage while still preserving majority-minority districts. But that could be also another tension to watch out for. The overall big picture here, though, is that after Louisiana versus Calais, there's no doubt that we're likely to see a significant drop in minority representation in Congress and in state legislatures, and that could have a significant difference on the future of voting rights, minority representation, and democracy as we know it.
Manoj Mate, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Really appreciate your perspective.
Thanks for having me, Stephanie. Thanks so much.
Be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
Good. Okay. Actually, can I have you just I have to keep it in the light. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yep. It's like a focusing thing. Yeah, of course.
Sean, that's how video things work.
I don't know how video things work.
They have to be in a very specific
Oh, I
.33 this Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. Okay, if you love a little nostalgia mixed with some big laughs, well, OFC Creations has got you covered.
Starting next week, the Golden Girls are back by popular demand, and this time they're bringing the sass over the rainbow. For more on the upcoming musical, we're joined by writer and director Eric Von Johnson and cast member Sean Gray. Good morning to the both of you.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
All right, so we were talking a little bit during the commercial break about the show, and you've been on the show to discuss this before, but for somebody who's unfamiliar, give us a little overview of what it's about.
Absolutely. I mean, it's based off of the hit 1980s, 90s sitcom, The Golden Girls. We've been doing these parody shows since 2019. This is the fifth iteration. It keeps coming back, but it's different shows each time. So if you've seen us before, this is a totally different story. Same cast, essentially, but it has evolved over time, and now it's a brand new story, brand new songs, where we kind of pull inspiration from The Wizard of Oz as these girls are taken by a fierce hurricane that hits Miami and brought over the rainbow to TV land, where all TV sitcoms have ended up in their reruns.
So does the show begin in black and white then?
I don't want to say black and white, but it starts normal, right? It starts like a normal Golden Girls show, the normal banter, and then suddenly Dorothy becomes Dorothy over the rainbow and has to go and meet her friends and get back home to Miami.
How long did it take you to write this thing? Be honest.
I think, I don't know. I remember talking with Sean in the dressing room because I'm also in the show. We've both been in it for a while, and we just kind of spitball different ideas and funny things that could happen. And sometimes they pick up, and sometimes we say, okay, we'll save that for another.
Yeah, I think this iteration of the show came from we were in the dressing room for the last iteration of the
2 years
show,
ago.
and somebody was like, wouldn't it be funny if the Golden Girls and, with the Wizard of Oz had a mashup? And then I think that sort of percolated a little bit in Eric's brain for a little while, and then slowly this became, you know, what it is today.
So you're Sophia Petrillo.
Yes.
Who do you play, Eric?
Dorothy Zbornak, so the
Okay.
B. Arthur role.
Okay,
My
very
lovely
good.
daughter.
And now you've done 5 iterations of this, or this is the 5th iteration, and you said the cast is the same. So literally, the two of you have been playing these roles now. This is the 5th production.
5th time, yes. So it's been me and Eric Shute and Hunter Vaughn have been the 4 Golden Girls for, yeah, all 5 shows. The cast around us has changed. You know, most of the cast has stayed the same, and most people have been in like multiple iterations of the show, but the 4 main girls have been the same throughout the years.
I imagine you have folks who have come back time and time again to see the show. Is that true?
It is, you know, and we got so many mad messages when we announced last year's season that there was no Golden Girls. How could we not be doing a Golden Girls show? So we said, okay, boy, for this year we have to do one. And so we've had messages like, I've waited 2 years to see you guys. This better be good. You know, so like, I mean, they are really loyal fans to see us as the Rochester Golden Girls.
And listen, I think Matt Malloy is responsible for that letter writing campaign. He is a Golden Girls die-hard fan.
Yeah, he visited us and came on set with us all dressed up and in costumes and wigs and everything, I think a couple years ago at the theater as part of that interview.
About that. I'm kidding.
What is it like to take on these roles? And again, you've done this dozens of times at this point, but you're taking on these roles, and for an audience member who may have never seen the show before, your version of the show, your character still has to live up to that character that Hollywood built.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when I first started doing the character of Sophia, I was so insistent on like studying Estelle Getty and being like, I must recreate. I can't just like. It's different from creating your own character, right? It's like you're taking something that somebody else has built and trying to like be true to that, but also add in your own flavor when you can, because you want to like make it your own as well. And I think what we've all kind of done that throughout the years is really try to honor what the original Golden Girls have built, but also add in, because this is while it is Golden Girls, it is a parody and it is kind of like more over the top than your traditional Golden Girls and everything. And so we've got to bring those elements of that comedy and that chaos and that whimsy to the show.
Good. May 14th through May 31st at OFC Creations. If somebody wants to get tickets, they can do so, yes?
Yeah, right on our website, ofccreations.com, or stop on by the theater.
Excellent.
All right. Hey, Eric Von Johnson, thank you for being a friend.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're getting some ideas on what to get Mom for Mother's Day. Did you do your shopping yet?
I already did you?
No.
Shame. Don't forget, take us on the go. We're streaming live. Join us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back on the other side of the break.
Hope your antennas are up and pay attention. Today, we're making shrimp and grits. Spatchcock funk here with a new take or a classic take on a classic dish. So every place, we gotta thank our Southern brothers and sisters who invented this dish, but it's served in every city in the United States, internationally. Where we're from in Syracuse, there's a couple great takes on it. Mellow Vello has a good one. Possibilities, Oh My Darling, they all bring it pretty hard. So this is our version of it. And the first thing we do is we start with the grits. So we've made some grits, but unlike other places, our grits, instead of using water and milk and butter, we use the milk and butter and salt, but we use shrimp stock. Then we add about 8 ounces, a half pound of the sharpest cheddar. Let's cut myself on that. The sharpest cheddar we can find. All right, we mix that in there. And then for a creaminess to it too, in addition to the milk, some people will use heavy cream and that's cool, but we use mascarpone cheese because you get a little bit more flavor to it and we get some whiteness and a brightness to the white color of the grits. Because then when we put our awesome shrimp on top, it starts to look real. Once we've got the creamy, cheesy goodness of your grits, set it aside. And now we're gonna cook the shrimp. It's gonna cook fast. Now we are using shrimp with their heads and tails on. We took the shells off. We got this recipe from one of our culinary heroes, Ralph Brennan in NOLA. And you leave the heads and the tails on because it allows to create more flavor in the pan itself as we're cooking. Once you've got a half stick of butter in your pan, layer your shrimp in one layer, heads on. Try to face them all in the same direction so it'll be easier for you to flip. Once they're in your pan, they're starting to cook. Be a little generous with some cracked black pepper. Then add the other half stick of your unsalted butter. While you're looking at your first side, right, they're gonna start to get pink. 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce. A teaspoon of fresh minced garlic. Half to a full teaspoon of Creole seasoning. Then we're gonna squeeze in the juice of 1 whole lemon. The shell will start to turn a nice red, pinkish color. We want that shell to look pink, like it's a little baby lobster. We got our shrimp ready. We're gonna take these awesome creamy grits, cheesy, mascarpone, extra sharp, just like this recipe. For this one, we're gonna put 2 of these beauties on this little tray. And then we're gonna take some of this delicious sauce we got, and we are going to ladle that over the whole thing. And then we are adding, just for some color, make things exciting, some green onions. Now with the head on the shrimp, right, you just take your fork and you pop the tail out and you pop the tail off. And what we like is a piece of the shrimp, a piece of the grits, a little green onion on there. Get this perfect bite. You know what, the other day, I saw the lights of the Goodyear blimp and it said, I love spatchcock shrimp.
.945, welcome back. All right, Mother's Day. Coming up really quick.
It is. It's gonna. It sneaks. Well, that's a lie. It doesn't sneak up. It's on the calendar. But if you don't pay attention, it sneaks up every year.
Yeah, absolutely. And this Sunday, if you're still searching for that perfect gift, you're like basically out of time. But fragrance is a timeless choice that always makes a lasting impression.
It sure does. But with so many options out there, how do you pick a scent that you know your mom's going to truly love? Well, this morning we're getting some expert advice on what to look for. We are joined now by Linda G. Levy, president of the Fragrance Foundation. Linda, thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to speak with us.
Thanks for having me on, Dan. Is Abby there too?
Abby is right here.
She certainly
Fabulous.
is. Thank you again. Okay, you've got a lot of products there in front of you. Simplify this for me, if you will. I need to get something for Mom by Sunday. The clock's ticking. What do I do?
Dan, I can help you out. It's very easy to go from feeling overwhelmed to what should I specifically buy, and this is how. All of the fragrances that are in the studio today and all across the nation, there's a lot of newness. So the biggest #1 headline is there's something new that she's never received before. But when you see all of these and you smell some of these in the store, best route to go is look at a scent category. And there are a lot of trends in both floral and fruity right now in the stores that you can grab and you can't go wrong.
Interesting. Okay. So tell us about some of the ones that you have in front of you there. Just looking at the bottle, I think I own a handful of them.
Do you?
I think so. But tell us what you have.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Abby, most of the fragrance bottles have a profile, but that which is in the studio today or in store are brand new. Good Girl is a great example. This stiletto has been out it'll be 10 years in the fall, but there's a brand new one. It's Carolina Herrera, Good Girl, with Jasmine Absolute, and that's a floral. It's at Macy's, Ulta, and it's in that scent category I was talking about, floral. So that one you might recognize. Another fabulous one or two is Love Shack Fancy. How adorable with this bow on top. And she's one of a collection. The bottle looks similar, but totally redecorated. It's exclusive at Sephora. It's so pink. It's easy to know, brand new with a brand new bow. Another great example probably is Marc Jacobs. Every single time, Abby, that Marc Jacobs comes out with a new one in spring, it's got some brand new flowers on top. This one is so funsy, as I would say. Don't you think it's adorable? And it may resemble something, but it's brand new.
Yeah.
We like that. Absolutely. Okay, let me ask, though, if I'm going into the department store to make the purchase because I want to get something for Mom, you know, a new scent for the season kind of thing, should I look at home to see what's already on the dresser and go with those in mind and say to the person behind the counter, hey, I know she wears and likes X, Y, and Z. Do you have any recommendations based on that? Is that beneficial?
That's perfect. I think you know more than you even admitted to before. If you know something that this mom already likes, it's in one of these scent profiles. Fruity and floral are very big, but there's also spicy and a lot of other a lot of aquatics out there that smell like the sea. So knowing what she likes already is the greatest lead-in, and everyone who sells fragrance in the store is so aware of these scent profiles. She will lead you to something brand new based on what was already preferred and she has been wearing.
Love it.
Yeah. You know, I think some folks may be concerned that the scent won't last long enough, or that maybe it'll last too long and it'll just kind of linger about. Do you have any good recommendations for finding out that answer?
Yeah, a lot of people do say it doesn't last too long, but that's usually a misconception. Once you spray a fragrance on and you are living with it for many, many hours of the day, it is still something that others can still sense on you or smell on you. Everyone sort of gets used to it. But also, a lot of these have travel sprays, meaning you could put it in your pocket, or some type of portable. It's very popular now to have a spray that you could put in your purse or in your briefcase, if it is such.
This way you can freshen up any time. Hey, thank you so much for this. Is great advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great advice.
We appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Great to talk to you, Dan and Abby, and have a very good Mother's Day.
You too.
When we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we're talking trends on the other side of the break. 9:52, it's time to talk trends, starting with Roomba, announcing a new product that's a lot different than their robot vacuums.
Yesterday, the CEO of Roomba announced the Familiar, a four-legged artificial pet prototype.
Yeah, according to the company, the creation is meant to steer away from all preconceptions of pets, saying the form is not a dog and not a cat.
The lifelike machine, powered by artificial intelligence, is said to be able to follow users around the house and adapt to their daily habits.
The artificial pet is the size of a bulldog, has doe-like eyes and bear cub ears and paws.
The robot can also extend itself into a greeting stretch, inviting users to pet its touch-sensitive fake fur.
According to the CEO, the Familiar achieves something that simply hasn't existed before, making something that's not a watch me kind of toy.
He claims the creation is all about having something that you want to hug, you want to pet. When it's happy, it makes you happy, and it is large enough or mobile enough to follow you into the kitchen or drag you off the couch to take a walk.
To take a walk?
Drag me off the couch.
Yeah. The robot will make emotive animal-like sounds but won't talk. The AI system will eventually be able to understand and learn commands like sit, stay, etc.
It could be a while before robots hit store shelves, but the target demographic is those who are retired, who are past the peak age of pet ownership.
People online have mixed reactions to this new product, of course.
Yeah, some say it's a good idea for the elderly who want companionship without physical responsibility. Most folks say it's just creepy and another way of dehumanizing society.
See, I would not say it's dehumanizing society. Listen, if this is great for an elderly person, it's great for an elderly person.
I want to know what kind of sounds it makes. It said animal-like sounds.
Yeah, emotes those animal-like sounds.
Wow.
Oh, we're out of time.
Out of
Don't
time.
go far. When Arc Rochester returns, our final thought.
We'll be right back.
Point out for 2 hours now, I've been on this show with a horse in my pocket, and no one has said anything to me.
Are you?
Oh my God!
What is wrong with you? Why
I was like, what is he saying?
Just a little horse.
Why are you doing that?
Are you doing something different every day?
Ashley just neighed in our ear.
Why is it? And it's laminated.
Well, so it's for, what's the show called?
Farmer Wants a Wife.
The Farmer Wants a. We got some media press kit for it up front, and I asked him to open it, and I don't know, it's a bunch of Klingon farm animals that you're supposed to, I don't know what
It's
you
like
do.
on a wall.
Yeah, but I don't know. but
That's amazing.
I was asked
There you go.
to wear it
Thank you.
this morning.
I love
can
it.
have that
What kind
Clydesdale.
of? Oh, it's a Clydesdale.
I have no idea. It's a horse. That does it for us here on Arc Rochester. We're back tomorrow morning at 4:57 on
13 WHAM ABC. Much more live local news coming up later today for 13 WHAM News at midday. It's Steph and Selena. All right, we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.